So in terms of the CBV of these calves, naturally, on average, these calves would have a very high CBV. And that's because we're using some of the best young bulls in the country. So again, we know when we're going into these farmers' yards, and they see the value by using the better bulls, because as someone said, seeing is believing. They see the calves hitting the ground, and they see when they perform on the farm here that these better calves can leave more money for us as beef farmers, but also for them, they have a very marketable calf that we want to go back every year and buy their calves. And I think that shouldn't be lost. Yes, this year is a bit of a difficult year, but again, we need to keep going back. You need repeat customers, you need to be known to having good calves, and the CBV can play a really important part of that. So another example that shows CBV works is we got ICBF to pull the data of our Angus steer kill in the first 6 months of 2025. So again, it's independent data. These are animals that was processed through our 7 sites. And what we found on these Angus steers is that on average, the top third versus the bottom third, I think the bottom third had an average CBV of €73, and the top third was, I think, €138 at the time. And what we found that the top third on CBV were 27 days younger, nearly half a grade better conformation, and also they had an extra 21 kilos of carcass weight, which was worth at the time €170. So again, it shows, again, a large data set, lots of different farms, lots of different farming systems, that CBV does work. And now it's all about how do we get farmers to use that? And again, that can be challenging. And this is one way of doing that for me, and again, it can be challenging if you take it in the marts. How do I know which one to buy? And what we're saying to that is, and we know sometimes as people in the mart, you might get your hands get a bit sweaty, or you've only a split second to make a decision. What we're saying there, for example, you're buying Angus or Hereford calves, and you can buy whatever calves you want. But what we say is, look at your calves, take a little look at the mart board, and if you see that that calf has, let's say, a CBV greater than 130 or 140 euros, well then you know that that is a good quality calf. Also for me, I buy some weanlings in the back end, and if a weanling comes into the ring that I'm not that sure of, everyone knows a good one, but one I'm not that sure of, I throw a little look. And if I look in the mark board, I see he's a CBV at 130, at least that allows me to make a decision. So it's just small little tips. And so look, when you're out on farm, again, it's ask the information, what is the CBV? It can be difficult and be hard to understand some of these different things, but even for other farmers, maybe just ask what was the beef sub-index of their beef bull. Have a look at their cows, because you know if the bull has a good beef sub-index and they have a nice type of cow, you know that they're probably going to have a high CBV calf. So there's more ways to look at that, and don't be afraid to ask for help and support. It is a relatively new tool, so again, people are there to help you, whether it be ICBF, whether it be ABP, whether it be your advisor or Teagasc. Pick up the phone, ring someone, we're there to help.